This is Speaking of Writers. I'm Steve Richards. My guest today is Arkansas writer Harmony Brantley, and her book is called The Little Viking Who Could Do More. Go along the adventure with the little Viking who could do more as he finishes his chore. A wacky adventure of a Viking whose chore is to find a forever friend. Harmony, welcome to this program.
Hi, thank you for letting me join.
So tell me about this book first, The Little Viking Who Could Do More. Where did the idea for this story come from?
Well, to be honest, I have a lot of problems with having patience and things like that, but with the little Viking, he's able to continue to try to find a friend, even though he has a whole bunch of hardships and things like setbacks. It turns out to be great at the very end of the book, as long as you keep trying. You
will succeed.
Yeah.
Why a Viking?
Well, funny thing is, when I kind of go through like ancestry and things like that, I found out way far ahead or way back then, I'm kind of related to them. And plus, they just seem like more like a quirky character where I can just draw circles for their bodies because, they're either short in stature or pretty thick, muscular. And so I thought that would be kind of fun to draw with as well.
Yeah, Harmony, and speaking of drawing, you not only wrote the book, you do all the illustrations, too.
Yeah, I illustrated all my books. I think it's so much fun to actually draw all the different scenes and make it colorful for all the little children to read it, because that's definitely one thing that catches their eye.
So when did you start drawing and when did you start writing?
Well, I've done both at a very young age. When I was in elementary, I would actually draw little comic skits for my grandmother to read. Of course, they were horrible to read, how children writing is. But, yeah, I would just draw little things here and there and be like, yeah, he's a knight going to save the princess. And, of course, I would draw this and that over there. But, yeah, it's just kind of been a forever thing. But I've been mostly doing more of my drawing than writing because drawing's a little bit more fun for me, but I'm happy to actually make some stories that people will like.
Yeah, speaking of stories, you have a few books out. Talk about some of the others.
Well, one of my other big books is called Ellie Mae, What Did You Do Today? And it's about my actual miniature pig, and it actually has a picture of her on the back of the book.
You also got a couple others.
Yeah, I have one that's a little bit quirky. It's about the cryptids, like little monsters. But I try to make them not so scary because I know there's some people who are into that factor. But I think just having Bigfoot here and there would make it kind of, cute and whimsical. And
by the way, all of Harmony's books are available at writersrepublic.com. Also Amazon too, right?
Yeah, I think all of them are on. They're on Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes and Noble, and of course on the Writers Republic website.
We're chatting with Harmony Brantley here on Speaking of Writers. One of the books we're talking about is The Little Viking Who Could Do More. So when you sit down to put these books together, Harmony, do you do the illustrations first, or do you write them out first?
I write them out first. I just kind of go with some cute little rhymes in there, here and there. I don't know why. I just kind of like it to be able to flow. I remember reading a whole bunch of Dr. Seuss when I was growing up, so I thought that would be kind of a cute way to write books. And then I just kind of go and try to see what would fit in those lines.
What were some of your other influences in terms of writers and books growing up?
Well, I kind of just went with everything. I myself, when I was younger, I deal with dyslexia, so it was really hard for me to read. But I love reading, though, even though it was really hard. So my grandmother, she would sit down with me when I was a child and help me read so many different books. I would read from Goosebumps, Dr. Seuss, just anything I could get my hands on.
What's been the reaction of your family to your books?
Well, to be honest, I've written them and drew them up a long time ago, but I was just so I didn't know how to really publish it or get it out to the world, but my family was like, you got to get it out there. And my grandfather, he's so sweet and funny. He's like, that's my retirement right there, is you publishing those books.
You have been drawn to every type of art form. Where did that come from? You have other family members who are really into art?
Yeah, both my biological parents are very big in art. My mother does painting and stained glass, and so does my father. But I kind of take it up a step from there after going to different college programs. I just tried so many different things, from ceramics, stonework, and photography. I just love it all. I like to be the jack of all trades, I guess.
So you got a bunch of books out now. What are you working on next?
I'm actually working on more of a little bit older book. It's more for like the teenagers and things like that. I thought I would put my own spin on like a Twilight series, something with vampires and werewolves, but be more funny and stuff like that. Because, you know, that story kind of thing has run through its course for a lot of other things. So I thought it would be interesting to put my own spin.
And what would you like kids to take away from these books?
Just to learn from patience and have fun, and even though you have problems with certain things, like I said, I have dyslexia, but even with that, I'm able to write books and enjoy it.
She's Harmony Brantley. The book out now, The Little Viking Who Could Do More, and you can see all of her books too at writersrepublic.com. Also, you can get them at Amazon, Barnes & Noble as well. Harmony, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for letting me join in.
And this is Speaking of Writers.